I had an absolutely fucking amazing time at this wedding. I do think that Indian weddings are the best weddings. I've been thinking about this a lot.
I have been too.
And I'm not saying this for pandering reasons. I think they are the best weddings, and this is why. Okay, expectation. As long as your reality exceeds the expectation, you think it's an amazing time.
Yeah.
Right? The cool thing about an Indian wedding, especially as like a white person or non-Indian that's going into it, right, is outside of my interactions with you, my only interactions with Indians are in like the highest levels of professionalism, right? A doctor, don't be joking around with me that much if you're a doctor. A dentist, don't be kidding around. Don't show too much personality. Fix me, bro. So you see like this muted version of Indians, right? It's always in some sort of professional setting. They're not being that silly because oftentimes the jobs they choose are very high stakes. You're the CEO of a company. Don't be kidding around. Guy who runs Google. Make sure to Googles.
We don't got time for that.
No more time, right? And then outside of that, it's a very tightly knit community, so there's not that many people from the outside that are going to get access to it. So the first time a lot of non-Indians see Indians actually be Indian is at the wedding, right?
We assimilate everywhere else. Everywhere else, hey, what do you do? We'll figure it out. We'll keep our stuff as much as we can, but we're going to assimilate to what you do. Indian wedding, you're going to assimilate to us.
Yes, and what's so interesting is the assimilation process is nothing. We're way more similar. You like to party your asses off, drink, dance. And the cool thing about it is the dancing is about enjoyment, not romance. Men dance with men.
100%.
Old people dance with young people, kids, everybody.
It was like a rave. It was like, just move your body.
Move your body.
Whatever you got to
It's
do.
like Burning Man, like a little bit. I literally thought of it, but there, at no point in time we were like, oh, I think they're trying to hook up or that kind of shit like that. It wasn't sexualized. It was just everybody go have a good time.
I didn't even think about that,
I'm telling you, man, a really cool aspect was that when you see everybody dancing, first of all, Indians can bust it down, but there are also Indians that can't. But it seems like nobody's insecure to dance.
No.
If you're a white person, you're not dancing at no black wedding.
And if you are...
You're not dancing. You're not dancing at a Latin wedding. You're not making a fool of yourself at a black or Latin
wedding. There's no line dance where you got to get it right.
It's just...
That's it.
Have fun. That's how you get it right. If you're having fun, you're doing it right. If you're not, at least from the outside.
The only line dance we have is, I hadn't even done it. It's a Punjabi thing. It's called a Rail Gaddi at the end, where you just get in line, everybody just runs around the room like a train. That's it. There's no steps. If you don't know the Cupid Shuffle, you don't know the shit. You out. You look like a fucking retard. You could run in a line, man.
Hands in the air.
Hands in the air.
One of the things about dancing, I think it's most uncomfortable for people is they don't know what to do with their arms. So even if they are two-stepping, they're like, do I snap? Do I clap? They don't know. And then you guys just have it built in. Up in the fucking air. You know what I mean?
That's the whole shit is everything. I was telling every white
people
person.
don't know. What do you think this shit is? Black people not knowing what to do with their fucking hands. So they had to build it into the dance. The Macarena is all, what do I do with my hands? Right?
I thought that was flying, like trying to swat
the flies.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. My bad.
I told every white person that was uncomfortable to dance, you just got to shrug and then do something with it. Just shrug on beat. And then just do whatever you want, and it all flies.
So we're watching everybody just like let loose. And again, I can't speak for you guys, but that was my experience. And I was like, oh shit, like I don't have to feel insecure. Everybody is either looking amazing or making a fool of themselves because it's all in the guise of fun. As long as you're having fun, you're doing the right thing. Also, food. Indian food is perfect wedding food. Indian food is stews. Right? Like if you go to like wedding, usually wedding food sucks.
I didn't realize that.
Sucks. Like, and it's like you don't want to make 300 steaks at one time.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? You don't want to make 300 chicken parms at one time. You know what I mean? That's like lunchroom food for kids. Like that's the reason why it sucks when you go to public school. You get like this little bag lunch. It sucks because you have to make 300. The Indian food is built for it. The longer it sits in the stew, the better it gets. So we're having like this delicious food. Everybody's having a great time. I mean, it was just amazing.
I didn't even think about, because my parents, I have all these Indian kids I grew up with, a few of my groomsmen you met. Our parents were friends, had kids. Every weekend we would go to each other's house, they would just move the furniture in the living room and just put on music and dance. That's what a party was to me. I didn't know you went out to clubs and shit like that. And there was always this thing they would do that I didn't realize I do it now all the time. If you're not dancing, they just pull you in and make you dance. It doesn't there is no judgment. There is no are you good or are you not. Just move your body, have fun. That's all we want. And I didn't even realize that until you said it just now. That's what I do. When I saw you guys at the bar on Friday, I was like, where the fuck are they? I went looking for you. And then I was like, every one of you, I was like, get your ass on the floor. And then anybody that was insecure, I would just yank them in or shove them to the center and just be like, just go. Who cares?
So you know my girl is like, hates attention.
Yeah.
Right? Like
yeah.
she does not
very
want
sweet.
fucking attention. She was dancing in the middle of the circle.
Yes.
That does not happen unless she feels incredibly she would never do that. She was like, this is what she said. She's like, this is actually great practice for our wedding. I'm like, you wouldn't dance in the circle at your own wedding? like, yeah. So it was just really cool to see that environment, and that doesn't exist everywhere.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. And
you guys got something.
I was trying to think what are the best way, or why are Indian weddings so fun? And I was thinking it's just any culture where family is really important, the wedding is probably fun. I've heard Greek weddings are fire.
Interesting.
Because it's a big family culture. Italian weddings are probably fire because it's family and it's food. So probably fire. But then Indian weddings, if you go to India, it's just mad colors everywhere. Dude. Everywhere.
It's the best wedding, man. Also, just the idea that, like, you want people to embrace your culture and dress up.
Yeah.
Like, it was fucking Halloween for us. Like, we were going out getting these costumes. Like, we're trying to match shit. Like, look at these things. We kept them, right? Yeah. We got sneakers, the whole thing.
So many people wanted to keep the pug, the turban. I was surprised. Yeah, you kept yours.
Was
so many
not
people.
Supposed to?
No, you absolutely can.
Okay,
just don't, like, throw it on the ground or whatever. We don't mistreat it. But everybody was like, nah, I want to keep mine. That wasn't Indian. The Indians were like, nah, you can have it. Yo, hit this shit every once in a while when you say something dope.
Yeah. No, the pug was fire, dude. The pug was fire. And it was cool going to the Gurdwara. This guy was telling me that if you're hungry anywhere in the world, just go to a Gurdwara.
Yeah,
they'll feed you. Yeah, like they were feeding like the soldiers that they were fighting against.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Yeah, it's a big thing. It's called langar, and it's like a big like practice for Sikhs, which is like we feed people who need food. Like,
even if we're beefing.
What's the real name? That's fire. What's the actual name of the Golden Temple? I forget. The Harmandir. They feed like 50,000 people a day.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was just really beautiful to like learn about that because we were in where the ceremony was. Yeah. That being said, that's my last religious ceremony at a wedding. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm not going to do it anymore. Well, yeah, I am sick now.
Actually, you became sick.
I'm sick.
Mark bent the knee.
Can I tell you something?
I'm sick.
This is something really important. Another thing Indians won't do at their wedding. This is really important. They won't tell you any of the rules. So you told us dress up in suits on Friday. Yeah. We dress up in suits on Friday. We come Saturday. All the Indians are in tuxedos and suits, and we're the only ones dressed in Indian outfits.
Yeah. You know, you can wear. That's what I said when you were like, "What's?"
Hello, we're looking like assholes. Yeah. We're looking like we're making fun of the people there.
Dude, not at all. It is. You can wear Western or Eastern. That's why when you asked me,
why'd you guys go Western? We would have went Eastern with you guys on Friday, and then Western why a lot of Indians.
If you go to a lot of Indian weddings, you can't really wear that suit again. But if you wear a suit as a dude, you just mix and match shirt and tie, and that's it. So I don't need. It's almost like, you know how women need outfits for every wedding or whatever? Like, if you wear that outfit again, everybody's gonna be like, yo, you wore that shit. If I have a suit, I have a black suit, I just change out the shirt and tie and I'm good.
Right.
I have to buy a new one of those every single time I go to a wedding. And so it's like...
I've been wearing the same suit for the last 3 years, every single wedding I go to. Your wedding, Mark's wedding, my own wedding.
That's what we do.
The same exact suit.
I have one suit. So it's easy for Indian wedding, it works to do both. So I'm like, I'll just wear the suit at night, because then I just change out the shirt and tie. I don't have to shop. It's convenience. It's laziness.
All the Eastern people
Nobody,
went Western.
Why are you making it? We're not the only assholes. We showed up basically in blackface. We're wearing brownface on Saturday night, and I was walking in the hallway, and I saw your cousin, who's maybe the most handsome Indian person I've ever seen in my entire life.
He's me 2.0, and it really bothers me.
Oh my God.
It's 2.0? Yeah. You wish! That motherfucker is so handsome.
He's like, I cost 3,000. So.
Yeah. 100%.
Remember when the Terminator had to fight the Liquid? He's the Liquid. Son.
He's been here before.
What?
You've met him.
No, I would have remembered
that. The old studio.
I would have remembered.
We would have been blown away by that guy.
Spread that man on some booty bread.
He told me.
Son, I couldn't even talk to him.
And he's the sweetest kid on earth.
Don't be sweet.
Don't be sweet.
He's the
blue
nicest.
eyes, fair skin. I almost slapped him in his mouth. He goes, "You excited for tonight?" I was like, "Keep staying excited, motherfucker. You'll be cleaning shit off your stomach." Yo, I'm telling you, that was a 100%. Handsome motherfucker.
I was insecure talking to him, bro.
Super.
Yeah.
It felt uncomfortable, and he was in a tux. He goes, "Oh, you guys are going with the traditional attire tonight." While I'm seeing him in the tux, I'm like, "Oh, this motherfucker Akash setting us up to look foolish."
Now,
you set us up to look foolish.
Let me tell you something.
And you set us up at the ceremony, at the Sikh ceremony. You didn't tell me we were going to be sitting there for 4 hours. Okay?